Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit that subscribe button right below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I'm sharing here on the channel. So let's dive in to what to expect for your March 2020. What do you need to know? What messages do the angels have for you, and how can you best navigate this month? So I think that you're going to be taking a real look at life and where you want to go and what direction you want to move in, and exploring some ideas. And I feel as though you're really creating an important foundation for your future. So understand that this work that you're doing is all about creating that foundation, and anything that you're doing to set up a foundation for your future is going to be really important here. Now let's take a look at the cards that we have for the overarching theme, okay? Here we have the Nine of Fire reversed, and I feel like you're feeling a little bit disconnected from, you know, what your values are, what's most important to you. And I do see this theme kind of showing up a little bit throughout the reading, where I feel like there may be some temptations that are coming in that maybe feel and seem as though they are opportunities, but you really want to make sure that you're asking yourself, is this in alignment with who I am, with where I want to go with my life? This can be career opportunities, this can be related to work, or just kind of how you want to spend your time, or it can be related to other areas of your life. But the fire cards tend to be connected with your work and your life's work, but it doesn't have to necessarily be that. So I feel like it's kind of like, it's been challenging, and I feel like in some ways you're feeling a little bit like you want to give up on some things, like some things that you've been working toward, you want to kind of just release and say, you know what, never mind, I give up. But this is really saying don't give up. This is saying make sure that you keep going, make sure that you honor who you are, what you believe, and the direction that you feel intuitively called to keep going, because this really is, as much as it can feel exhausting, as much as it can feel like you are not progressing in the way that you would like to progress, understand that, again, we're creating an important foundation, and you want to make sure that you are honoring who you are, what you want, where you want to go, and the rest will ultimately fall into place, okay? And I do feel like some of this is a little bit of a, I don't know, you're not fully connected to like how much progress you've actually truly made, and not really honoring that. So make sure that you really do take a look at how much growth and development you already have happened, and use that for fuel to just keep going with things, and to believe in yourself, and to have the courage to keep going. We also have here in the theme cards the Be Honest with Yourself card, okay? So this is really about taking a look at, you know, who you are, what you want in your life, and what's in alignment with that and what's not in alignment with that. And this is about being honest with yourself, who you are deep down. This isn't about making decisions based on fear. You know, maybe some options may allow for more money, but they're not in alignment with who you are, what you want. Or maybe some options offer more stability in some way, or offer some things that are appealing, but they also are out of alignment with who you are, what you feel is right, those kind of things. So you want to just look for opportunities to honor who you are, and honoring your morals and your ethics and those things that are most important to you, because I think if you step away from that, you're going to feel even more disconnected from yourself. And this is about really looking deep within and asking yourself, who am I and where do I want to go? The next card that we have here in the theme card is the Samaritan card, okay? So this is again about honoring that part of yourself that wants to do good things. And this is really saying maybe you stepped away from that a little bit, or maybe you have been ignoring that part of yourself that's wanting to help in some way, do good, you know, even help with a charity or help with a particular cause, or donate something, whatever this is. But this is about not allowing your fears to prevent you from doing acts of good, okay? So this is honoring that part of yourself that wants to do good. This is part of who you are. This is part of what you have to offer here in this world, and this is about honoring that, okay? Then we have here in the category of the challenges that will be showing up for you, we have the Three of Water. I feel like you're going to be having a difficult time in celebrating yourself, in celebrating your success, in celebrating your life, and this is really encouraging you to do so. This is encouraging you to dig deep and find those things that you are grateful for. You know, I think about my kids got a note yesterday from school that they are collecting shoes for somebody from the local community who's going to be bringing the shoes over to Honduras. And it just makes me think about all these little things that we take for granted, like the shoes that we have on our feet. You know, these shoes that we can easily just give away, throw away, are something that someone else is going to find so valuable. So really finding what it is in your life that you can celebrate, what it is about yourself that you can celebrate, because sometimes we just are really cruel to ourselves and really not finding those attributes that are good about ourselves. We're not focusing on that, and we focus so much on the bad or what we've done wrong or what we feel guilty about. And this is about also honoring those parts and celebrating those parts of yourself that you might someday find a way to love, and that are your gifts that you bring to the world, and honoring those, okay? And this is also about getting out and celebrating. So, you know, if you're getting invitations to do things like attending weddings, attending parties, attending celebrations, make sure you get out and do those. I think that that is going to allow for you to just find a little bit of balance this month, although I think that it is going to feel like a bit of a push. Sometimes when we push ourselves and we get going, we actually get that solar plexus moving, which is our drive and our motivation, and it helps us to actually do more with our energy. So keeping that in mind, and you know, making sure that you balance yourself, but getting out and connecting with people and having a good time through this month. The next card that we have here is in the category of the gifts that we might expect through this month, and we have the Emperor card reversed. This is really saying to me that there is a shakeup in the overall structure of things. So I think that there are some challenges that come up that help you to look at things from a different perspective, that help you to change things up a little bit in the way that you're doing things. And I want you to follow the flow of these changes that are needing to come in, whether it's new structure, whether it's a total breakdown of structure so that you can rebuild, whether it's even a change in the structure of the way that you're viewing the world or you're thinking. You know, sometimes we have to get to a place where we're so emotionally overwhelmed, you know, where our thoughts are getting to such a dark place that it actually breaks us into a place where we say, you know what, I can't do this anymore, and I've got to start to view the world in a different way, in a better way, in a more positive way. I've got to stop letting my thoughts go into this place. I've got to stop letting my emotions be in charge of me. So I do feel like someplace in your life there's going to be a powerful restructuring that is going to set you up for more success moving forward. Now, the next card that we have here is in the category of lessons, okay? So lessons we have here is the Five of Earth. I do feel like with this Five of Earth, you're feeling fearful about money, you're feeling very focused on money, and this is really saying make sure that you redirect those thoughts, redirect that focus, so that we can get you onto a better path, so that we can get you into a place that allows more money to just flow in and allows abundance to just flow into your life. So really noticing those thoughts that you're putting out there and the things that you're saying about money that could be shifted into something that would be a little bit more focused on an abundance mindset and on this concept of there's more than enough money to go around, and money is always flowing freely to me. This is a great month to find some positive money affirmations and to use those, to repeat those out loud. over and over and over again. This card is also about making sure that you allow help, that you ask for help, that you invite in help, or that you at least are open to it when people offer that to you, because I do feel like that is going to help you to balance yourself out this month and to handle the things that are coming your way. Because the next cards that we have here is the Knight of Air, and this is in the advice category, okay? In the Knight of Air is about understanding that you're going to have a lot coming your way, and I feel like in some ways this is a lot of positive. It's like all of a sudden things open and a lot of opportunities are coming in, or a lot of new ways of thinking, new thoughts, a lot of just shifts that are coming into your life. But it can be a little bit overwhelming when, even if it's positive stuff, when it's coming our way. So this is about just learning how to like navigate all of this with all of this newness that is coming in for you. This is also about making sure that even though you have a lot of rapid moving energy coming in as we get further into the month, that you want to make sure that you're not rushing into decisions, or that you aren't choosing a decision just emotionally or too quickly. This is about like really taking your time, taking a pause, and processing what is truly going to be the best for me. You know, this is about being honest with yourself, okay? This is about listening to what your soul has to say to you, okay? And I also had pop up, just kind of, this card flew out of the deck and landed with this particular section, is the Beggar card reversed, okay? So this is about you honoring yourself, and this is about releasing sort of that feeling of being a beggar, or feeling like you need to depend on people, that you need to financially depend on other people. So I do feel like there's a shift in that energy that's going to lead to more abundance. And so you might actually find that some of these things that are rapidly arriving in your direction allow you to not feel quite so dependent on people, okay? But you also want to honor and acknowledge the fact that sometimes asking for help or allowing in help into your life is not begging, is not you know, relying on somebody too much. You want to make sure that you find a nice balance with that, right? But sometimes just allowing help is simply allowing help, and sometimes that's a way that other people are fulfilling their purpose, is through helping us. So make sure that you are allowing help, but you're not getting to a place where you are feeling too dependent on other people, or going the opposite extreme where you're pushing that away, where you are not allowing that help to come in for you, okay? But I do see a break in this. I do see a shift in this. If you're feeling as though you're depending too heavily on someone or something, and I do feel like that is going to balance out a bit, where you know, resources are flowing in from different directions, and you're feeling a little bit more solid on your own. So let's take a look at the last cards that we have here, and this is in the what else category. We have the life experience card, okay? So I do feel like ultimately there's going to be some big shifts for you, and this is about shifts in a lot of areas of your life, a lot of change, rapid moving change oftentimes. And so I do feel like there's going to be some shifts for you. This can be shifts in your actual experience. These can be major shifts within you, with your thought processes, but major shifts are absolutely coming for you, and this can be connected with just a powerful understanding that helps you to create powerful change in your life. So this is coming. It's like you see the light, and suddenly things change for the better. Things change, but they change rapidly. So this can be a little bit of overwhelming. But I want to say too, it's time for you to spread your wings. It's time for you to do this. It's time for you to go for it. It's time for you to believe in yourself. It's time for you to stand strong in who you are and where you want to go. And it's time for you to like put your faith in your higher power and trust that you're going to be taken care of, okay? And to put your faith in other people, and to put your faith in yourself, and in your ability to be successful with anything that you're pouring your energy into. We also have the Kick Up Your Heels card, which again is suggesting get out there, celebrate, have a good time, enjoy yourself. These are messages for what else do you need to know for best navigating this month, okay? So get out there, have a good time, enjoy yourself. I think that a lot of opportunities will come from that. But we also want to make sure that we are not prostituting ourselves. So what I mean by that is making sure that you are not doing something simply because you want the money, or simply because it's offering something that logically sounds really good. If this goes against your ethics, if this goes against your morals, if this goes against the way that you see yourself truly living your life, the way that you intuitively feel is the best way for you to live your life, then you're going to have to turn it down. And I do feel like you're going to find the strength and the ability to do that. And I think that you will find that this is where some really beautiful energy steps in. This is where you spread your wings. This is where you move forward in a positive way. So sometimes you have to say no to those temptations that are showing up to you in order to take that leap of faith, take yourself to that next level. It is a leap of faith to turn down something that sounds really good, but you also know that it goes against who you are or what you want. So making sure that you are honoring at the end of the day who you are, be honest with yourself. Okay, so those are your messages for the month of March. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you want to learn more about me or about clarity, you can check me out at discoveryawakening.com. I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care.